Soldier. In any battle, the path to victory is never straightforward. But those who know how to carefully observe their surroundings will always have the advantage. Sun Tzu, one of the greatest strategists of all time, said something that still holds true today. If you know your enemy and you know yourself, you will never have to fear a battle. Think about that. To win, it's not just about strength, but about knowledge. Know who you're up against and know your own limits and strengths. That's how you start preparing for victory. Now let's talk about the battlefield itself. The terrain, every hill, every river, every forest, is more than just a backdrop. It's a tool, a weapon, if you know how to use it. Imagine this. You're up against an enemy. Instead of charging straight at them, you use the hills to hide your movements. Or maybe you use a river as a natural barrier, slowing them down and forcing them into a position where they're weak. The terrain is your first ally. Never underestimate it. You can turn even the harshest environments into an advantage if you know what you're doing. But here's the thing. Don't rush into a battle just because you feel ready. A true strategist always has a plan. Sun Tzu also taught us that the best warriors win without even fighting. Now, what does that mean? It means that sometimes the most powerful move is no move at all. Waiting for the right moment for your enemy to make a mistake can be more powerful than attacking head-on. Patience in war and in strategy is a weapon. It gives you time to study your enemy, to learn where they're weak, and to know when and where to strike. Deception is another key part of any good strategy. Sun Tzu called it the art of war. Make your enemy think you're weak, even when you're at your strongest. Make them believe they have the upper hand, just to surprise them when they least expect it. Confusion is your ally. Keep your opponent guessing. Never let them fully understand your intentions, and you'll always have the upper hand. It's like a game of chess. Sometimes a piece is sacrificed not because you're losing, but because you're setting up a bigger victory down the road. Strength is important, but strategy is everything. Victory doesn't belong to the ones who hit the hardest or shout the loudest. It belongs to the ones who think the smartest. You could have the strongest army, but if you're outsmarted, if you fall into traps, that strength will mean nothing. You need to be one step ahead at all times, thinking not just about what's happening now, but what will happen next. Remember, war is not just about violence, it's a mental game. It's about making decisions, reading the situation, and outthinking your opponent. Every choice you make, every path you take on the battlefield can lead to victory or defeat. So be clever, be patient, and always have a plan. If you do that, victory will be within your grasp. The battle is not just fought with weapons, but with your mind. Oh, and also, never forget one crucial thing. In war, timing is everything. It's not just about what you do, but when you do it. Sometimes waiting just a few extra seconds can completely change the outcome of a battle. Picture this. Your enemy is about to strike, but instead of reacting immediately, you hold back. You observe. You spot a weakness in their movement, a moment when they drop their guard. That's when you strike. It's not being slow, it's being calculated. Another important point, adaptability. No battle ever goes exactly as planned. Even with the best strategy in place, things can shift quickly. The wind might change, reinforcements may arrive earlier or later than expected, or the enemy could make an unpredictable move. If you're too rigid in your plan, you'll get caught off guard. Sun Tzu said you must be fluid, like water. When your enemy adapts, you must move, change shape, and find a way around obstacles. Never be stuck in one single strategy. And finally, never underestimate the power of your troops' morale. You could have the strongest army, but if your soldiers are demoralized or exhausted, even the best strategy can fail. Inspire confidence, give them a clear vision of victory. A soldier who believes in the cause and their chance of success will always fight harder. A united army is an unstoppable force. So remember, it's all about timing, adaptability, and keeping the spirit of your troops high. Do that, and victory will be even more within your grasp.
Thank you.